All right, Shalom. I want to first start off giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, the men that taught us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect. Okay, I was watching the announcement on breaking news. Well, Donald Trump, or President Donald Trump, was addressing the government shutdown. Basically, in a nutshell, you can go and watch it for yourself, for anybody that hadn't watched it. Basically, how it's more important to come up with the funds to build this wall to protect the border, which would essentially, according to what he's saying, okay, is to essentially protect America. Okay, and that cutting or shutting down funding, or the shutting down partially funding, okay, the government, the federal government, I'm guessing that's going to supposed to help with allocating funds to build this wall. Okay, and it's all bullshit. This is the so-called white man, Esau, or Edom, according to the Bible, doing what he was created to do, which is to deceive the world. Okay, is to be a deceiver, to be a liar, and to be very skilled at it. Okay, when we read the scriptures and we read about the account where Eve was deceived by the serpent, okay, in the garden, okay, it tells us, that the beast, that the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. Okay. And the so-called white man is very subtle. Okay. He is very articulate with the words that he uses when he speaks to you. Okay. And it's all a mask or a deception of his true agenda. Okay, so I was listening to this and I was, getting pissed off, and I thought about it. On the other hand, the so-called white man is doing exactly what he's supposed to do. Okay. But, being in his flesh and watching the so-called white man be wicked and promote wickedness, it pisses you off, And he was, this is going to be, I'll say, somewhat of a informative and informative rant, I'll call it, about this address to the reporters and to the public about the government shutdown and building this wall to protect the border and to essentially, as they say, protect America. But I'm definitely going to bring out some scriptures, okay? But I was listening to this video, and he was talking about, it's more important to address this situation with building this wall, as far as coming up with the money for it, versus these federal workers receiving a paycheck. And they made, him and a number of the guys that a representative came up and spoke on his behalf of what's going on or what their plans are. And, you can go watch it for yourself. But they said that this wall is very important to be put up because they're more concerned with saving lives. And that's a goddamn lie. The so-called white man has never been concerned with saving lives, only destroying lives. That's his lot here on the planet Earth. Okay, if you read Habakkuk, one of my favorite chapters in the scriptures, Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, it tells us that his soul, which is in him, which is lifted up in him, is not upright. Okay? It tells us that he is as death. Wherever he go, he brings hell and death. Okay? And the reason that the so-called Latino tribes, okay, which are Israelites, are trying to get over here and they're doing so by crossing the border, with what the U.S. would call illegally crossing the border, okay, is because the so-called white man has basically bankrupted countries. He's messed up the economics in that country, okay? And if you want to get a better understanding on that, you know, by me making that statement, because I don't want to go all into that, you can watch The Confessions of an Economic Hitman. There's different videos on the YouTube on it. I believe the guy name is John. Well, one of the guys, his name is John Perkins. He wrote a book called The Confessions of an Economic Hitman. And he also has some videos on the YouTube, and you can get a better idea of basically, in a nutshell, of how or why Latin America and the rest of the world is so poor, you know? And the reason why they are so poor is because the so-called white man went over there and got control of their resources through deception, okay? And promised them economic growth and prosperity, and they was going to be able to make big investments into different big companies, and the exact opposite happened, okay? It actually destroyed their economy, okay? Meaning them going over there proposing this deal to help out their economy, it actually destroyed it. And when the essence of it is, you know, I said I wasn't going to speak on it, but it's just in me to talk about it. The so-called white man, through his banking system, okay, whether it's the World Banks or the IMF, have forced these these so-called countries, okay, or these countries to accept, and I'm dealing with Latin America, so Central and South America, okay, to accept these huge loans that are really impossible to pay back. And by them doing so, it's really drove their, that's the essence of what has driven their economy to shit. So now you got an influx of so-called Latin people, which are really the Israelites, okay, are trying to come over here to make money because their economy has been destroyed. That's why you have prostitution rings, and you have these people trying to get over here is because they trying to make money because of this fucking devil. Then they destroyed their economy, took over their resources. Okay? And he had made a statement that he wants it's not a problem for them to come over, but they got to come over through putting in an application and coming over here through a legal means, which is all bullshit. It's too many poor people to get in over here, and who knows, I don't know per se, because I never applied, of course, never applied for citizenship over here, or how to get your green card, or how that works. But I'm sure it's all kind of stipulations to it in order for you to get your green card, okay? Or to get legal status over here. Now, I do know people, that are from Latin America that is having a hard time getting their family over here legally, okay? I know people, okay, that I've worked with, and just people, that I've known that have a fucking very hard time getting their family over to the U.S. legally, okay? So this man is full of shit, man. And on another note, I'm happy that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are federal workers ain't getting your fucking paycheck, And so you can see that this man is a devil, and so that, you get your judgment, and the Most High is going to make it way greater than what it is right now. This is just the preliminary stages, man. So let me bring out a couple of scriptures, informative rant this wasn't gonna, wasn't gonna be a video of me, bringing out a bunch of scriptures and breaking down the scriptures, but I did quote some scriptures, But this is Psalms chapter 55 and verse 20 and 21. Well, I read verse 21. I'll just read that. Well, let me go. I'll read verse 20. Salakia. It says, he has put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He has broken his covenant. Okay, so the so-called white man, he said he'll make an agreement with you and then he'll break it, or it'll be a lot of deception in that contract. Okay, things you don't know about this contract, and he'll bring it out when it benefits him. Okay. Verse 21, it says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. This is what I was talking about. This is the gift, okay, I would say, or I'm not going to say the gift, the nature, okay, of the so-called white man. He is very skilled when he speak to you and deceiving you, okay? Before you know it, this man then got you into a contract and you done already signed a dotted line, and he done spoke so smooth to you that you didn't even catch that he pulled the fast one on you, So it says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. And this is what's going on with that situation with Esau is calling immigrants when he's the true fucking immigrant over here. He tells you that they trying to protect America and keep the terrorists out. He's the damn terrorist. He's terrorizing people through many different ways, through the food, through the medical industry. Okay? And he say he's trying to prevent terrorists from getting over here and protect America. That's a goddamn lie, because he's doing nothing but killing. This country is into killing people, man. Okay? And the reason that the people are trying to get over, they're trying to get over here to make some money after the so-called white man and fucked up their country. Okay? He messed up. He have it to where these people can't even live off the resources that are produced on their land. And he get on TV with his smooth words, acting like he's for the betterment of the world, when he's nothing but the goddamn devil that's here to do nothing but steal, kill, and destroy. Okay? I got one more scripture. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 16. It reads, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart, meaning in his mind, he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. All right? So that was the whole deal with the so-called white man, or how I would say Esau, the Edomites, how they destroyed, and I'm gonna say Latin America, Central and South America, which those people, the poor people at the bottom, them are Israelites for the most part. Okay. And the reason that, what he did was he spoke sweetly with his lips, okay, on how he was there to help the people and help them use their resources to make money and to make, cause the economy to grow, would, create jobs and better pay for the people, and people can make investments and make money. But in the back of his mind, his goal, and he carried it out, to the T, was to take you down, to take over your land, or to at least take over the resources of the land, have control over them, and have it to where he can benefit off of it, and you gonna suffer. Okay? It says he will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. I read 17, it says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And he's the one causing the adversity. Okay? He's causing the turmoil and the problems in these other countries. Okay? And then he shows up as if he's there to help after he done created this great big mess. You know? Last part of this verse, it says, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. It says, I'll go ahead and read it all the way through. It says, this is the last verse of Ecclesiastes 12. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. This man will do whatever he got to do to deceive you. Okay? And you people out there, you know it. Okay? You may deny it. You got some stupid, dumb people out there that are so blind that they really don't see the treachery of this man. But you people out there know this man he's an artist, a great artist in lying and deceiving people. Okay? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now I did enough talking. And Salakia, you know, I didn't want to speak for so long, you know, in the beginning of the video without bringing out scriptures. But like I said, I did mention some scriptures, and I watched this address to the reporters and the public about this situation with building a wall and the government shutdown, and then, you know, I said I might as well do a video on it. So Lord willing, this lesson or this video was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, the men that taught us this truth through the Spirit. And peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect. Shalom.